Well, hi Mila, this is Coach Snow from a company called Sharper Aquatic Image. This summer we were both at Etobicoke, where we swam in the Etobicoke Swim Club summer camp. You swam in week number 2 and week number 5 at that camp, and I'm here today to help you look at your strokes in slow motion to see where we can make some improvement in your technique. All of the videos you're going to see are all done in slow motion just to give us a chance to look at them nice and cleanly. Alright, so one of the things I want you to work on here is your body position. When you swim fly, when the hands go in the front of the stroke, we want to see if we can get those hips up a little higher. You can see our body's kind of going up and down a little bit. Let's see if we can make this stroke a little flatter, a little longer, and a little smoother. Remember, there's 2 kicks. There's one kick when the hands enter, and there's another kick when the hands finish. Now, one of the things we need to work on here is your legs. You have to keep your feet together in order for it to be legal. Officials might disqualify you if your feet are separating like that, if they have a keen eye at the end of the pool to watch you swimming. All right? It is important to breathe a lot and fly, but let's make sure we don't climb up too high to get that breath out of the water. We want to try and be a little flatter, a little longer, right? Hands finish right by your hips, which you're doing a great job of. Let's keep the hips up as high as you can. That little stroke there, that was pretty good. Now you're reaching the end of the length there. That was really nice. That was your first try in fly in week number 2. Now I like your freestyle. Let's keep an eye on that body position. Same thing we talked about in fly. We want to try and keep the hips up, nice and long and smooth. When the hand enters, let's catch that hand, dig down like you're digging sand in the beach, right? You're breathing every stroke on your left side, which is good. Well, there's a bit of a hesitation there. Now you're breathing on your right. We want to keep the kick up and down. Let's not let the kick go side to side. Keep the kick up and down. And again, on those arms, let's finish the stroke all the way through. It's important to have a nice long stroke. Coaches will count the number of strokes you swim in a length. We want to keep that count quite low. Now this is week number 5. I want you to notice how much you've improved your fly. 3 weeks later, it's much more smooth. Now let's keep an eye on the hips. See how high the hips are compared to week number 2? I like your kick. It's not too big, but you know what? Your feet are also together, which is a great improvement over the past session. Right? We talked before, keep the body flat, keep it long, and keep it smooth, right? When you go to take a breath, let's get that chin out on the water and keep it flat. You see how much faster you're going when you're not breathing? That's not because of the breath, that's because you're flatter in the water. But I like the flow to the stroke, and I like the way you're handling right to the bottom of the stroke, right? 2 kicks, 1 kick in the front and 1 kick in the back. Nice job on this fly. I really like it. Now here's your backstroke. This is great. I like your backstroke body position. I like your head position, and I really like your kick. It's nice and long and smooth. Hips are up nice and high, and you're turning your stroke over nice and smooth. Let's see if we can maybe get that elbow bending a little bit. Bend the elbows and catch that water as you're going in. Nice and clean on the top end. You're not taking much air underneath the water with you, but I really like this backstroke. It's probably one of your best strokes you swim. So let's just keep an eye on our body position in backstroke, making sure we're nice and long and smooth. Here's our breaststroke. One of the things we want to work on our breaststroke is making sure your pull is just a little bit smaller, and let's have the hands slide forward and the elbows drive underneath your shoulders. You see your hands coming back a little bit too far, and you're spending a lot of time really under the surface of the water. We want to try and drive forward and have our hips higher and smoother underneath your body, right? Here's your freestyle. This is week number 5. You get a pretty nice freestyle, and I like the stroke, and I like the way, oh, you just looked at me. And I like the stroke, and I'd like to see if you can maybe stretch out a little bit in front. Sometimes you're driving that hand, particularly on the left side, driving that hand straight down. Let's see if we can reach out a little further in front, and let's keep our kick going on this freestyle. That's a nice improvement on your stroke this summer. Mila, that was a great session. I enjoyed working with you on this video. Hopefully we'll see you at a meet soon. All the very best, and this is Coach Snow. Bye-bye now.